What's up guys, JV2017 here, and today I'm going to share my overall thoughts on the Vault-Tec Workshop DLC Pack for Fallout 4. This is the second to last DLC coming to the game, and I've spent around 5 hours playing around with the new content. At the $5 standalone price, you get around 100 new Vault-themed items to create your own vault. You also get the new Vault 88 location along with a questline that takes around 1 hour to complete. The quest introduces experiments and forces the player to explore a huge new buildable underground space. Now, I've shared how I feel about Workshop DLC many times here on the channel, and for the most part, Vault-Tec really doesn't change my opinion. What you see is what you get, a cheap DLC geared primarily towards those who enjoy settlement building. The reason I say primarily is that this time around Bethesda actually included a questline. The story had some enjoyable bits and introduced some quirky characters that gave me a few laughs along the way. However, I don't plan on ever playing it again unless I have to. I'll probably just tell Overseer Barstow to leave next time around because she introduces literally the worst part of this DLC, and that's experiments. Talk about getting my hopes up, I really should have known better. I should have tempered my expectations because once again, this is a $5 DLC. I mean, what could I have expected out of that in terms of experiments? But man, Bethesda really took the easy route on these experiments. They're dull, uninspired, and even lazy to a certain degree from my point of view. I'm no game designer, but I feel like Bethesda could have offered something a bit more than what they gave us. The price point is no excuse for delivering a subpar feature. I mean, why even make it if you're not going to give it your all and make it as good as it could be? That's at least, how I'm looking at this. And I think the largest limitation for experiments is actually the settler's settlement system itself. You can run a vault, but it's lifeless and empty. You reach the size limit too quickly, and you can only fit 20 or so people inside unless you mod the game, and that sucks. If the settlement system actually involved characters that mattered, then maybe Bethesda could have done something special with the experiments, but since they don't, they really couldn't. And you may be thinking, okay, what about, companions? What about these named characters around the world like Vault-Tec Rep and other people you can say, hey, go to my settlement? That's true. We do have a stable of those, but that's only at one settlement. What if I want to build multiple Vault-related settlements around, the Commonwealth? There's just not enough of it. I think one of the best ways to review this DLC is to compare it to the rest of the Workshop packs, so Wasteland Workshop and Contraptions Workshop. As far as I'm concerned, this one falls somewhere between the two, Wasteland being the worst and Contraptions being the best. You're essentially getting the same building options that were already in the game, but with different skins, different vault skins. And when you compare that to Wasteland, where we got buggy arenas and cages, along with some building options there, in my opinion, the vault building along with Vault 88 is definitely more compelling. I mean, who wouldn't want to build a vault? The idea is awesome, and if you love Fallout, then the idea of building your own vault is really compelling. I still believe that Contraptions offers the most interesting tools to work with that are completely new. They're not cookie cutter A to B to C like with the arenas and the cages. You know exactly what to do every single time. But, I built machines for hours on end before putting Contraptions down because the process was brand new to the workshop. That was brand new. Of course, vault building is crazy complicated in its own right, but you're doing the same thing. You're getting the same tools that we've already had since launch. Rooms, walls, floors, decorations. You're making some kind of living space. It's just vault themed. So once again, if you love settlement building, this is worth your $5. You're getting new versions of the same stuff, and for a lot of people, that's okay. That's perfect. That's, value right there. This DLC has inherent value whether anyone likes it or not. I'm not going to go on that tangent because I've done it too many times. However, I don't believe the questline by itself is worth the $5 for those that don't enjoy building. Like, I wouldn't say, go out and get Vault-Tec Workshop just for this new vault quest. It doesn't come close to some of the better quests in the game, in my opinion. The new area definitely gives you some value there. It's really cool that they decided to give us an underground vault building space, and I'm glad they did. And if you compare that to, cages and arenas in Wasteland Workshop, this is way better, in my opinion, to have this new area to explore. And honestly, if I enjoyed settlement building, then this would all be a treat, but I really don't. So to wrap things up, I've enjoyed the time that I've played so far, but I probably won't be playing with Vault-Tec Workshop much longer. I plan on rebuilding Vault 101 and sharing that on the channel, but beyond that, I'm pretty much just waiting for Nuka World. I do plan on making a longer commentary on the Workshop DLC as a whole in the next week or so because I think it's a compelling conversation. Now that all of the Workshop DLC is out, we can look back and reflect on what worked and what didn't work compared to how we felt, when everything was first announced. That's all I have to share in this video, but I'd like to hear from you in the comments section below. Was this DLC worth your $5? And what are your overall thoughts on Vault-Tec Workshop? Did this give you a reason to get back into Fallout and start building again? Were you already playing Fallout? Did this convince you to start building because it was Vault related? I mean, I think that's a big kind of drawing point for this DLC. Again, this is something that I feel like if you love Fallout, then you definitely want to build some vaults. So anyways, share your overall thoughts on this DLC, your review in the comment section below. Alright guys, today I shared my review for Vault-Tec Workshop DLC Pack for Fallout 4. Next time we will cover more Fallout on my channel, so stay tuned for Fallout 4 tips and tricks videos. If you learned something new or enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button, I would really appreciate it, and don't forget to subscribe for more DLC coverage, my survival mode live streams, Bethesda.net mods, and general tips and tricks videos. Talk to you guys next time. Peace!